This video is sponsored by Hostinger. Yo, what's going on, friends? It's Jonathan, and in this video, I got some new hotness, some new stuff that you guys are gonna love. I got some Galaxy S10 Plus G13 classified camera secrecies. Actually, it's just like some tips and tricks and some stuff that I felt like wasn't fully discussed, so I'm sorry about the clickbait. But before we begin the video, I just want to say I am blown away by all the love that you guys showed in my last video. And you know that your beautiful asses don't go unseen, so thank you. Thank you for all the support, all the kind words. Now, let's talk about some Galaxy S10 secrecies. Number one, the video record limit. So Samsung has lifted the video record limit on the Galaxy S10 Plus. I haven't tried it on the S10 or the S10e, but I'm assuming same camera, same processor, basically same internals, it should be the same. What this means is you can record as much 4K video as you want in one clip for as long as you want. There's actually no limit. For instance, I've recorded 60 minutes or a little bit over 60 minutes of 4K 60 frames per second and the phone never stopped. It never stopped recording. It got a little warm to the touch, but definitely not hot. The phone didn't shut down, it didn't overheat. It functioned just fine, and being that 4K 60 is a little bit more taxing on the processor, regular 4K is gonna be fine, 1080p is gonna be fine, and you can shoot until your little heart is content. But that doesn't mean it's without its limitations. And this isn't Samsung's doing, and it's not like a limitation of the processor, it's a limitation of the file system. So with video recording on Android, it uses a FAT32 file system limitation, basically meaning that as you're recording video, and it's a really long video clip, it's not gonna stop recording, it's gonna continuously record, but once that file hits 4 gigabytes, it's gonna roll the remaining footage into another 4 gigabyte block. It will continue to do this over and over and over, leaving you with a bunch of files that are equivalent to 4 gigabytes, or if you're recording 4K 60 on the Galaxy S10 Plus, approximately 13 minutes and 33 seconds, as you can see here, because this is my 4K 60 clip, broken up into 4 different files. This isn't an issue if you're trying to edit the footage on your computer because you can drop all of the clips in order in like Premiere or Final Cut, and it's gonna play back seamlessly. You're not gonna notice the cuts whatsoever. Now on your phone, you're not gonna be able to view a seamless clip. As I said, they're broken into multiple files. The way to go about this is to download some type of video editor for Android, like something from Filmora or something from Power Director, Adobe Premiere Rush, something like that. And then it's the same concept, just place your clips in order in the timeline and then export, everything will be seamless. I did try to do a workaround and I changed the file format of a micro SD card from FAT32 to exFAT, but it didn't really work. So if you guys have any suggestions or you want me to try something, let me know down below. Number 2, HEVC or high efficiency video codec. You're gonna want to enable this in order to get better compression, a little bit better video quality, and ultimately smaller file sizes. This way it can save some space on your phone, and also you're gonna get the most out of that FAT32 file system limitation. Go ahead and launch the camera app, go into the settings on the camera app, scroll down until you see advanced recording options, and then look up at the top and it says high efficiency video. Make sure that is enabled, and that's it. The downside to this is if you share this video with someone that's running an older phone that doesn't support HEVC, they're not gonna be able to view the video, but most modern phones and most modern laptops and computers do support this file format, so you should be just fine. Number 3, enable Raw and HTIF photo codecs. Samsung has always supported RAW photo capture. I covered it in my Note 9 tips and tricks video, which is right up here. You should watch it, support me, help you, because it's a good video. Just saying. However, with One UI, they switch things around a little bit, and you might have a difficult time finding where to enable RAW photo capture, as well as how to enable their new file format, which is the HEIF format, or high efficiency image format, which is the same thing as the high efficiency video codec in the sense that it gives you better compression with reduced file sizes so you can save some space on your phone. So here's how you enable both. Go back into your camera settings, scroll down until you see save options, open that, and then you're gonna see HEIF pictures and RAW copies. Make sure both of those are enabled. Oh yeah, and I almost forgot, if you want to take advantage of the RAW photo capture, you have to use Pro Mode, which brings me to number 4, always use Pro Mode. The reason why I recommend that you use Pro Mode is because with Pro Mode, you could still shoot full auto while also getting your raw image and your JPEG. You can also control your focus, so you can do manual, you can do center focus, or you can have access to all of the focus points, and you can also change your metering. So ultimately, you get a lot more flexibility with your image, which to me is extremely important, especially if you're big into smartphone photography. And you know what you can do with all of those pictures and all of those videos that you shot on your brand new Galaxy S10? Well, you can put them on your website and show the world what you can do and what you're capable of. And there's no better place for all of your website hosting needs than Hostinger. Hostinger is a world-class leading website hosting platform, home to over 29 million users in 178 different countries. In fact, Hostinger receives over 10,000 signups on average each day, which is just amazing. And I wish I could get that in subscribers. So what are you waiting for? Just subscribe. Do it now. They have servers in 7 different regions, including the UK, US, Brazil, Netherlands, Singapore, Indonesia, and coming soon to Lithuania. Hostinger offers all of the tools you need to build your next website and launch it for your audience or customers to see. Web hosting, cloud hosting, VPS hosting, domain checker, and a dedicated website builder are available to use from Hostinger. Plans start at less than $2 a month, making Hostinger one of the most affordable website hosting platforms in the world. And if you click on the link in the description of this video and use code JonathanCasey, you can save 15% off your next order. So if you're looking to build a website or just find a new website hosting platform for a website that's already built, check out Hostinger for all your needs. Number 5, enabling HDR10 Plus and switching cameras. So if you notice, whenever you launch your camera app, go into your settings and enable HDR10 Plus, you can only use the standard lens. You can't switch to the wide angle or the telephoto. Well, unfortunately, you can't use the wide angle with HDR10 Plus, but you can use the telephoto, and here's how. So what you're gonna wanna do is go into your camera, make sure HDR10 Plus is turned off, then switch to the telephoto lens, then go back into your settings and enable HDR10 Plus. Now, when you go back to the camera, you'll see that you're still using the telephoto lens, however, you're now using HDR10 Plus. You're welcome. Number 6, creating a GIF in the camera app. So creating a GIF isn't anything new. Samsung has had this feature for years, at least as long as I can remember. But with One UI, things did switch around a little bit, and I'm gonna show you how you can do it right from the camera app, and it's really simple. So here's what you do. Launch your camera app, go into your camera settings, scroll down until you see hold shutter button 2. By default, it will say take burst shot. Tap on that, tap on create GIF. Now when you hold your shutter button, rather than doing 3,000 burst shots, you're gonna create a GIF. This is kind of cool, I gotta admit it. So when you guys get your Galaxy S10, your S10 Plus, or your S10e, make sure to create some GIFs, upload them to Twitter or on Instagram, and tag me in your post, because I wanna see what you guys can make. This is gonna be fun. Number 7, take a live focus selfie with the wider angle. So by default, if you launch your camera app and you go to the front-facing camera and you switch to live focus, you're gonna notice that it's pretty cropped in, like only my nose was live focused. It wasn't much. And if you missed my video on the Galaxy S9 Plus versus the Galaxy S10 Plus, the crop on the S10 Plus is quite a bit more than the S9 Plus, which really didn't make sense. Well, I found a fix. So what you're gonna wanna do is launch the camera app, go to your front-facing camera, but don't leave and go into live focus just yet. Switch to the wider field of view, then go into live focus, and now you'll notice that you could take a wide angle live focus selfie. You're welcome again. Man, I'm just saving lives today. I'm doing it. I feel good. Number 8, super steady shot. So this isn't really a tip or a trick, it's just giving you some information about super steady shot because I was kind of in the dark about this and I had to use it in order to really understand its limitations, and that's what this is about. So the first thing is it's only in 1080p. As much as I want to see this in 4K, like the GoPro Hero 7 has, it doesn't do it. So just remember 1080p only, you're gonna be just fine. I mean, most average consumers don't even care anyways. The next thing is that it uses a wider field of view, but not the full field of view of the wide angle. It sounds like a riddle. I don't even know if that made sense, but so basically what happens is it switches to the wide angle, but then crops in on that sensor a little bit so you don't get the full field of view of the wide angle camera, just a portion of it. I know why they did it. They have to do it for smoothing. Basically, it's using digital stabilization, which produces a crop. But in order to get the smoothest video, you need to be using the wide angle. So it makes sense, but it goes to the third limitation, which is it really sucks in low light. So because the wide angle has very small microns and it has a very high aperture, it doesn't do as good in low light. So if you're shooting video with super steady shot on in low lit situations, it's gonna be very bad. It's gonna be noisy, it's gonna be artifacty. Well, that about does it for me, you gorgeous, perfectly postured, sexy individuals. I have some more Galaxy S10 content lined up that you're not gonna wanna miss, including like a beginner's walkthrough guide, just like I did with the Note 9, focusing on the basic camera features and functions, as well as some just regular phone features. So if nothing in this video made sense, and you're using 4K like a running mode, and you think that HDR10 Plus is a movie network, then this video obviously wasn't for you. Oh my. If you're new here, stick around, laugh a little, hit the subscribe button as well as the bell icon. If you're a returning subscriber, thank you for your dog-like loyalty. It doesn't go unnoticed and you'll always have a special place in my heart. If you have any thoughts, questions, or concerns, leave them down below in the comment section or hit me up on social and I'll talk to you guys in the next one.